Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, a squad from the American, the Navy midshipmen, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
Good luck, coach.
College football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. May change this route. Walker will fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The give to the tailback. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Using the quick game. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Well, you love to see this on the first drive of the game, right? 3rd down, go back to the old faithful, the slant pass, something you put in on day 1 install back in spring practice. Executed perfectly, keep this drive alive.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Still running at the 40. Oh, he's got some space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they capped it off with a thrilling 50-yard run for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Guys, let's chat a bit about Navy. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a 3-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like he has the type of talent that can help a program at this level.
It's going to help their offense right away. I think one of the biggest reasons why he chose this program is because he felt he could get on the field right away and help them out. Bigger programs are out after him. He thought he might have to wait his turn elsewhere. Not the case here. Expect him to make some plays early on.
With the catch, it's Clayton. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
That's a third down the offense simply had to have there. You're obviously trailing early in this game. You're trying to generate some momentum. So third down, defense is playing zone. You just got to find the soft spot in coverage, make it easy on your quarterback. Those two guys able to link up.
Hands it off. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The give to the back. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up fourth down.
Takes it on the return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll give it to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Motion from the wideout. He wants to change this route. Walker to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football, he was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action. He'll throw it. He's got an open man. Puts him in the spin cycle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. The short hands. It's Lyon. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. They'll try it over the left side. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Keeps looking downfield. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. But if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. To the air on first down. Finds his target down the middle. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Snagged in the middle, it's Wallace. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Wants to throw on first down. Gets open down the middle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. To the ground with the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection. Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Navy will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Here come the Irish back on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Making side adjustments here. They'll run the toss. Got room to work. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This doesn't happen with just anybody at tailback. You got to do this with a dude, a guy you know can roll. Just toss it to him, let him get out in the open field. He'll do the rest and make big gains.
Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. They'll ride the hot hand. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. They'll try the run. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
Notre Dame now facing 3rd and inches. On the move. Inside the 40. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
For offensive coordinators, you see big runs like this in the first half, man, it gets you excited because it opens up the whole playbook, everything I have to use. I like all these.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. The give to the back.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Sends it back in motion. Walker will fire. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And, man, that is not the 3rd down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down now.
Dead center perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Baylor is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Robert Griffin III, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UCF. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll leave it with him. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Keep it on the ground. Turning it on! Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Moore. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? You've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
They'll move the wide receiver. He'll throw on 3rd down. It's complete to the right. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Clayton. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Navy quick to the line. Bully ball on 3rd and short. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Gets the back moving. Second and 10, he'll throw again. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Looking for more room. The 30, the 20. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Notre Dame. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Starts a drive trying to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down. They'll immediately call timeout. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Going downfield for the big play. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. back on the attack. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from a defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
There he goes. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, midshipman. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
They want to throw it. He gets in there for the two-point conversion, and now we have a two-possession game. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And he capped it off with a 65-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. Fights off a defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Quarterback making adjustments. Walker to throw. Got him in. It's Smith. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Makes the grab. gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage. You're trying to defend a slant route. You've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
Really good job by the defense seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Walker will fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on third down. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Give to the running back. Plows through the defense. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
And the offense, they're just trying to be physical. They're trying to run this ball in down close to the goal line. The defense, though, they are having none of it.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Trying play action. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And the punishment has been extended. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Tulsa is down right now, But this young man under center has shown some moxie today. We could see a legend born in Chapman Stadium. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to UTSA. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Takes the handoff. It's Moore. Breaks into the open. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Leaves it with the running back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
He's got him wide open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Navy quick to the line. Going to swing it on second down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for that quarterback.
Reads it, fires complete. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's a job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Navy will have it with a first and goal. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Got it behind the line. It's short. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on 3rd and goal. Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Navy!
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Trying to punch it in. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
Number 17, set to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time. It took them right to the end zone, David. Oh, he's got some space. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. He's piled up 82 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Walker to throw. Working that left side now. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another 1st down. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Trying to slam in. Touchdown, Irish! And the pummeling has started. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Looking for room. It's Moore. turning it on. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Navy now facing 3rd and short. The play action fake. Fires to the big fella. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense.
Unloads it downfield. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Snags it on the right. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
There he goes. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The midshipman could get really aggressive here on 2nd and short. Here's the handoff. Runs through the tackle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking to throw on first down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
They think there's room to run to the right here. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've got, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it.
I think after failing on the fourth down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Lewis. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And this defense is well aware of the situation, and they're so aware of it. That goal line package is coming out, right? They've got to stop the run. They know the offense wants to eat clock. They got to get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance to get back in this football game.
The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. Quarterback making checks. Here they're trying to get to the edge. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining.
You wonder about that play call on 3rd and long, maybe just trying to get themselves a little bit more real estate, but it didn't fool the defense. They create another negative play now deep in the opponent's territory. The defense has just been dominant on this drive.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Slips through the line. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Bunch formation for these receivers. Off play action on 1st down. Sends it downfield. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the deep end.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. After the interception, 0 showing on the clock, and that is how we'll end it. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion.